Good morning, Lumination. It is Wednesday, and I am so excited to wake up with you today because no better day than today to start airbrushing, right? Good morning, Candy. Thank you for joining us live. We are here every 2 hours, so every even hour, 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4 on your weekdays to help you get used to and getting started with your airbrush system and getting started. Like, it's that simple. That's what we're here for. We're helping you get started. We are just going to get our product out of the box. It all comes together. Everything is connected. We don't have to put anything together. The only thing we have to do is plug it in. And I know that you guys can manage that because if I can do it, you can do it. And that is the same with airbrush. So getting used to what you have here in your box is this is the air compressor. So this is where the air comes out. And this is our stylus. So this is where our reservoir where we put our foundation in there. And we are ready to go. Like, that's it. But if you've never airbrushed before, don't worry. What we're going to do is just start feeling the air. Turn it on. And what I love about this, and I say it every single time, this is relaxation mode. This is an absolute treat for yourself. The air is beautiful. It feels great. It just feels like a little bit of a facial, a massage maybe. I don't know. I absolutely adore it. So it feels great. It's like a little bit of a little treatment. It's like a little you time. So I'm going to turn that off because I wanted you to first feel it. When you're using your airbrush system, you want to keep your stylus about 4 fingers from your face at all times, because when it gets too close, it just delivers too much product in one area. When you pull back, it allows the product to do exactly what it's designed to do. So pull back, and you always want to keep moving. So if you keep moving, that is exactly the way that your product is going to end up perfectly on your skin. So before I get started, I always clip my hair back just because I have rogue bangs and they tend to follow my face. So I would like to clip my hair back just so that I have my hair out of my face. It's one less thing that I need to worry about. So in your kit, you're going to get a foundation, a blush that matches your foundation complexion and the selection that you've had, and a product called Love, which is one of my absolute favorite products that you can use as much or little of as you'd like. And it's a hydrating luminizer. So it's a great way to finish your look. It's a great way to soften your look. It's also a great way it's something that's amazing to just wear by itself. It's absolutely beautiful. So all right, let's get started. I do want to show you my bottle before I shake it up because you will see that there is some settling. The reason why Airbrush is such an amazing product, Airbrush Foundation is such an amazing product, because it's water-based, and it's water-based, it's mineral-based, it just comes that way. So you have to shake it up so that when it gets into the airbrush disperses the product. So it just becomes this beautiful, almost invisible dusting on your skin and just giving this beautiful finish. So I want to get started with our Silk 4-in-1. This is absolutely our most forgiving formula. It is sheer, it can be medium, it can be buildable. You can get whatever coverage you want out of this product. I love this for every day. Like, it's a great throw and go. You easily just pop it on. Blends into your skin almost like a tinted moisturizer would, just kind of evens everything out. But I also can use it as a concealer. So I can put it under my eyes. I have these friends that have joined me. I thought we weren't supposed to be seeing friends in quarantine, but they decided to come over anyway. All right, so let's get started. I am using, just for reference, shade 030. And we are going to get started. So turn it on, and we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops in to get started. And we're going to use our, I like to use a mirror because it's hard for me to see too close to the camera. So I'm going to use a mirror. And I'm just going to start by pulling back on the trigger just a little bit. And again, you can see I am keeping the stylus moving and just pulling back. It's seriously just the smallest amount, and I'm going to spend a little bit more time under my eye. Candy, thank you so much for joining me. I got your email, and we will tackle some of those things in the upcoming days, so stay tuned. All right, so easy. We can see that my friends have been slightly eliminated, and I'm just going to come back and do just a little bit more where I want a little bit more coverage. So usually around my eyes and where my friends are. So that's it. That was 6 drops. So I can go back and do a little bit more if I want to add a little bit more coverage. I want a little bit more of a made up look, as far as there's certain times that we want to have like a little bit more makeup-y look because maybe we have an event or we're putting our robe on and going to the kitchen, and we want to have something a little bit more, feel like a little bit more glamorous. So you can always add on layer a different pass over and over to give a little bit more coverage. But what's beautiful about Airbrush, it never gets heavy. So it just covers a little bit more without getting heavy. We're going to do a little bit of blush. Oh, Candy, since you're here, you know what? We can use a little bit of glow, and we're going to use a little bit of glow. The other day we did glow under our makeup. Glow is just like, let me show you. Glow is just like if you were to, I'm going to use 3 drops there. If you were just like to turn the lights on a little bit, and it just gives you this beautiful candlelit glow without, again, a lot of weight. And it just kind of looks like we've turned the lights on a little bit. So you can see it just kind of brightens up my skin. 1 to 2 drops, seriously, I've still got some in there. There we go. I'm just running out. So it just makes my face look a little brighter, but not like in a heavy way. It's like, what'd she do there? And that's what's so great about Airbrush, is that the little bit of products that you are using in different combinations and in different stages of your application are just going to give you a little bit of results. And give yourself some time to play with it. That's what's so great about using Airbrush. If you give yourself a little bit of time to play, you're going to find the best combination for you, because there are no rules. This is makeup. Like, if that works for you, then I love it. I want you to feel great. So if what you're doing in the order that you're using it, my biggest recommendation though, is when we say things like that, is 100% less is more. Try it, always add more. Because if you start a little bit over excited about a product and you use a little bit too much, you might actually think you don't like it, but you might find that if you use just a little bit less, you'll love it, and vice versa. So you have to use a little bit at a time to get you to a place where you feel super comfortable about your product. So just with any other makeup application, just the first time like you tried on mascara, just like the first time you put on lipstick, you got to try it a few times and then you're going to get it right. So thanks for staying tuned with us on that one, because I think that that makes the biggest difference when it comes to Airbrush, because it is very different than what you've been doing in the past. All right, let's get into blush. I am going to use our soft rose. Love our soft rose. Just gives us a little bit of color. Now this is one of our not as strong blush colors. 1, 2, 3. Oops, I used 4. So if I have some left, I can just spray a little bit out. But if you're using Airbrush blush for the first time, which you probably are because you're just opening your kit, it's going to be a little bit different than other blush because it does develop some color over time. So don't worry if you don't see it at first. And by over time, I mean just a few seconds. So don't put too much on it first and then go, oh my goodness, by the time you're done this side, there's so much on this side. So it's okay to just try a little bit. And see what happens. For me, I like a little bit stronger blush. My pup's name is Blush. We love blush in this family. And that's it. When you're doing your blush, just a little bit. If it's first time, you can even try your blush under your foundation. Like it does not have to be our standard order of operations. Like you have to do this before this. Play with it and see what you like. I know that there's been some gals on here chatting me up on the weekdays, telling me that they love their blush underneath of their foundation because maybe they're just not as, they're not a big fan of blush, or they're new to blush, or blush is their first time wearing blush, and putting it under your foundation just lets it peek through. And what's also great is I'm going to show you about Love. This is also going to come in your set. Love is going to show us, what's great about it is that you can mix it into your blush if you are a little bit hesitant to try, or maybe you like a little softer diffused look, or you can put it on top of your foundation, on top of your blush. You can even put it under your foundation, and it just becomes this little lit from within glow. You can even wear it by itself. Like it's so beautiful by itself. It just diffuses the light. It gives us a beautiful, hydrated, like suppleness to the skin, which is amazing. Okay, so Love, it's gonna come in this size. I've been using a lot of Love lately, so I'm gonna use my big one right now. And what's great about this is there are no rules with Love because it says use as much as desired. Like maybe some days you need a lot of love, and that's okay too. So super, super excited to talk to you and show you about Love. So I'm going to just start on the top parts of my cheekbones here. And then I'm going to go down the center of my nose and a little around my eyes. And that's it. Like you can just see the beautiful luminosity that Love gives us, and it's hydrating. And everybody needs hydration in their skin because it just makes the skin look a little bit more plump, a little bit more full, and there you go. So that is your kit. You're going to get your airbrush compressor. You have your stylus. It all comes put together. Then you have your foundation, your blush, and your Love. And it's all you need to get started. I feel like I could walk out the door like this with a little mascara and a lip gloss and be ready to go. And it seriously takes just a few moments to get going. After you practice it, and if I didn't like talk to you guys and walk you through everything, I could like just be cranking this out in like literally 3 minutes, could get my makeup on and feel confident to walk out the door. So it's going to save you time. It's going to save you money. It's so easy that you can do it too. So please stay tuned. If you love what you're seeing, subscribe to us, like our channel, share with your friends, bring them on over, because this is exactly the place you need to be to learn everything about airbrush. So come see us. We want to see you. So I will see you back here at 10 a.m. Central. See you then.